Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cranford! Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here, along with
SPC Cranford 1056
and
Thunderbody 01.
And as you saw in the last episode, we just got finished with the Midland WR11, but now we're moving on to its successor, the quite literally loud as all hell Midland WR11. Before I get on with this, can I just say how weird this thing looks? Let's just look at it. Look at, what is this supposed to resemble? Certainly not the M. But yeah, we're gonna get into this radio's cool features, if there are any cool features besides the siren. But yeah. Anyways, why don't we get into it? So let's tie our asses to our chairs and let's begin. Alright, the Midland WR11. The horribly overpriced radio that you can buy for just the price of $300 or less. Possibly more.
In most cases. I actually saw a cheaper listing. It was like $22, but I doubt it's still there, but...
Yeah, somebody probably just nabbed it like...
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But anyways, this radio is obviously the successor to the WR10 right here, which at this point, since we introduced the WR11, is now completely outdated. Unfortunately, but yeah. So, this radio obviously looks very different from the WR10. It does not have the M-shaped design, obviously. It has a longer antenna. It has a much louder siren. It does have a tuning knob on the side, also analog tuning, as you can clearly see on the bottom by that little red square. And it also has a volume knob on the side too, but this one doesn't click to stop the volume. But on the back you only have your 6-volt power supply, external alert, and antenna ports. On the bottom there is absolutely jack crap.
Pretty much.
So, anyways, let's go ahead and get down to the first feature, which is actually the feature that I believe Schreier doesn't like because of the loudness.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why it actually got put out of service on my end. It's just way too loud.
And there's no way of adjusting it either.
Oh no.
So, let's go ahead and get into the first feature, and obviously, it's the Siren Test. Cover your ears. Now, before we transition to this next feature. Please, I'm begging you. Now, I'm only going to do the siren test for a little bit, because, yeah, who's to say this thing can't blow up because of how loud it is?
Yeah, it's quite loud.
So, to activate the siren, you hold down the test button, obviously, for like 2 seconds, I think. Yep, 2 seconds.
Like that.
So, if I may, 3, 2, 1... That is incredibly, and you know what's worse? Well, not really worse, but in this case it is. It's so loud that if I point it towards the lake, you can actually hear the echoes from this thing very faintly. Just listen to this. You can very faintly hear echoes from this damn thing. Not to mention, it sounds like a drunken police car. Pretty much.
Put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, it does sound like that, to be fairly blunt about it. But yeah, that's the Siren Test. While it's not terribly obnoxious, it'll definitely get your attention. So, yeah, the only problem with it is it can't be adjusted. So if you wanted to set it on low volume, you can't do that. It's automatically fixed on this level and this level only, which is automatically a downside in itself.
Another reason why I don't, it's not really out.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I got put out of service.
That's right.
So, yeah, that's already a bit of a flaw on the WR11, but not if you live alone. Well, to some extent.
Right, well,
Those who are sensitive to loud noises will absolutely hate this thing. So yeah, I know there's no adjustments to this. Actually, yeah, there's no. You can't even put it on. Well, you can put it on like display mode.
all it's got to do is flash that red light right there on the corner. That's all it does.
Yeah, that's all it does. I mean, at least it tells you some way that you got an alert. But I really wish they made.
I would not rely on that though.
No.
I would not rely. There's, you got to have another way to do it.
I really wish this radio was same instead of 1050.
It looked nice.
Yeah.
If it was same, it would remind me of the Recom. The small.
Oh, the
radio.
R500.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
The R500 slash the R200.
Yeah.
The overly expensive version of this.
Yeah, pretty much. Different manufacturer, same kind of concept, but.
I was thinking of contacting Jacob Smith, aka Severe Weather Liker 3, so I could possibly review his R500. But I barely know the guy, and yeah, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't even know if it's still.
Oh, it's still in service.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, I don't know if they still actually make that radio. I don't know if Recom itself is even actually doing much of anything anymore.
Well, last I checked on Amazon, I think Recom's still selling the 1650 and the 1630 on Amazon, because a buddy of mine over in Southern Illinois just bought a 1650. Let's see.
And that buddy is Chaos Mox.
Let's look up the 500. And the first thing it shows me is amplifiers. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, just for the R500. It shows the 1630.
1650 is probably nowhere to be found.
Yeah. Mine has antenna arthritis. Like, the antenna won't even stay up anymore. So, that's a huge rip for me.
They're still selling the 200.
Oh, the green version.
Yeah. This little green pill case, as I like to call it.
Oh, yeah. Basically, the green R500. That's the R200. I don't really get the difference. Yeah. I don't really get the difference between the two.
Well, the 200 just doesn't have AM/FM.
Oh.
Yeah, the 500 does. That's something I've noticed with Recom. Usually the lower number the lower model number usually means it has somewhat less features. And hello, Raleigh, with your flash flood warning with the considerable tag for Davidson.
No way.
I kid you not.
Oh!
He's been missing out on warnings since he came up.
That's all right. He's getting stupid special marine warnings, so it works out.
They'll certainly make up for me by getting woken up at 3 in the goddamn morning.
Yes. I remember those days.
Yeah, just heavy rain.
Damn you, Raleigh.
Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Lexington's under this.
My friend Rosa's in that. Oh, lovely! Anyways.
Let's get back to the review at hand.
Yeah. So, actually, we're going to get into the next feature on this radio. Already, it's going to be the AM/FM tuning. Kind of like the WR10. But, yeah. Let's go ahead and continue with that. Okay, so here's the AM/FM feature on it. Like the WR10, it does have analog tuning. So let's go ahead and switch it to Jesus Christ.
To me, one of the reasons that baseball, originally played 154 games and then 162 games was because you played all those games to determine who the league champion was over all those games at the end of the year, and then walk right into the World Series. Well, those days are long, long gone. Right. Well,
Speaker right there.
Oh yeah, very good speaker.
That makes sense. And now that we have a very short regular season, comparatively speaking, more emphasis will be on the playoffs. So we actually get through the gauntlet of the playoffs, and everybody understands.
Now for FM.
Tankers and filled them to the brim with oil and pushed them out to sea.
Very clear.
Other companies just went bankrupt.
Absolutely.
They couldn't sell their oil, and they couldn't afford to store it.
But of course, this was an opportunity,
As if
too.
they're sitting over
If
there.
you could store oil,
Right.
you could make a lot of money. And people did start seeing opportunities. People like Sean Lovelace, president of Well Water Solutions and Rentals. Sean's company built big storage tanks for water.
You know, have you seen like those above ground swimming pools? Just take that out and make it 200 foot and then make those sidewalls 12 feet. And that's what it is.
Sean saw the price of oil storage going crazy, and he thought, wait.
I bet she could also tell you something else that's 12 inches. I mean, what?
Oh, yeah. Mercy.
Okay, I'm sorry about the sexual jokes, but
Oh, I know who you are, and I know how you do it. Don't worry about it.
okay. that's good though. So,
Boy, it was crazy there at the beginning. The amount of calls and
well, yeah.
it was.
The speaker quality on this thing is automatically very good, and we haven't even gotten into that feature yet, but since Matthew has just mentioned it, why don't we just go ahead and do
Real
that?
quick then, I guess.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into that. Speaker quality on the WR11. All right, the speaker quality on the Midland WR11. We were actually just taking a listen to it to see how good the tuner was because, quite frankly, as in his own words, he does not remember what it sounded like.
Nah, it's been years.
Yeah, so, yeah. Needless to say, he was, he got a pretty good look on his face when he realized how good the speaker quality
I have
was.
to bring it back out again, just like the other one.
So let's go ahead and let you guys be the judge of that.
4 to 5 feet. Monday, west winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwest 10 to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 6 feet. Monday night, southwest winds 10 to 20 knots, becoming 10 to 15 knots. Seas 4 to 7 feet. The offshore waters forecast for south of New England between the Great South
They might be
Channel
doing
and
their ID
Montauk
soon,
Point.
judging by the
Up to 1,000 fathoms.
part of the cycle that they're in.
Today, southwest
What time
winds
is it?
10 to 15 knots.
Time for you to get it.
Oh, the bottom of the hour.
Yep.
Seas 3
Well,
to
let's
5
listen to the ID.
Tonight, west
And what
to
were you gonna say?
southwest winds
I was
10
gonna
to
say
20
it's time
knots.
for you to get a watch, buddy.
Seas 4 to 6 feet. Scattered
Ridiculous.
thunderstorms. Friday, west to southwest
calling me that
winds
ever
5
since
to
he came
15
out.
knots.
Well, that's because you are.
Seas 4 to 6 feet. Scattered showers and thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Friday night, variable winds less
They
than
should be
10
doing their ID because it's literally the bottom of the hour right now, so.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Saturday, east to northeast winds less than 5 knots, becoming variable.
Yeah.
Seas 3 to 4 feet. Saturday night, southwest winds less than 10 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Sunday, southwest
wanna
winds
say it
10
goes
to
out
15
to-
knots, increasing to 15 to 20 knots.
Sounds like a Burgess
Seas
style.
3 to 4 feet. Sunday night, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots, becoming west 10 to 15 knots.
I think it goes out to
Seas 4 to 6
5
feet.
days. I don't remember.
Monday, west to southwest winds 10 to 15 knots.
Past Tuesday.
Seas
Right.
5 to
Well,
6
let's see.
I don't know.
Monday night, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots, diminishing to 10 to 15 knots. Seas 6 to 7 feet. The offshore waters forecast for Hudson
Bruh.
Canyon to Baltimore Canyon out to 1,000 fathoms.
But
So
as you can hear, the
Today,
speaker quality
southwest
is really
winds 10
Oh,
to
yeah.
15 knots.
That's really good speaker quality, if I do say so myself. Very bassy, very nice. Especially on the weather band with a clear reception like it was on Quo 35 just now.
good. Agreed.
But we must test out the next feature that actually makes the speaker quality sound good, and that's the reception. And the antenna on the Elite Traveler is actually being blown. Oh, you see that? It's see?
I'm using the Force. I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm using the Force.
Dick Richard head ass. You came up with the character, so don't look at me.
I don't think you've seen that video yet, have you? The
Oh boy. Let's just get into the reception. Alright, the reception on the Midland WR11. So we're going to test out the weather bands first and then AM FM. So it's on weather right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right to the reception. So we're going to test weather channels 1 through 7 and any radio station on AM or FM that we can catch. So let's do it.
Assuming it's not copyrighted.
Yes. Well, I'm aiming for talk stations, so that way we avoid that. But yeah, let's do it.
Oh, Taunton, you suck.
What did Taunton do?
Marine warning for Boston Harbor and Massachusetts Bay and Ipswich Bays. Oh, look at that. Morristown just issued something now for Greene, Hancock, and Hawkins in Tennessee, and Lee and Scott, Virginia. And
That's WXK-47.
in Bristol, yep.
Damn it! Anyways, here's channel 1. I'm getting something on channel 1. Or is that just bleed through again?
Yep. We'll find out shortly.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not really getting it that much.
It's probably Allentown.
Channel 2. Nothing. Channel 3.
Yeah.
The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch.
That's KZZ, no, not KZZ, WXM60.
This watch includes the following counties in New Jersey: Middlesex, Somerset Union, and New York Harbor. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent.
Channel 4.
Probably get carries 20 and 40.
No, probably not. Nah. That's KCC 81.
31.
30. Bruh, 31, my bad. Yep, that's KCC 31 for sure. Dead giveaway. Channel 6. And obviously, Quill 35 is the best reception.
For 12 from the south, with a period of 5 seconds was reported.
What's this? Am I dreaming? Quill 35 is actually fucking working again?
Stay that way. Just stay that way.
They better not pull a WXM80 and go off the air again.
No.
They better not.
No, they better.
I just hope WXM80 doesn't go off the air.
And before they do again tonight.
Michael, no.
They did it for 2 nights in a row, so why not now?
I'm saying I don't want WXM80 to go on an extended outage because
And before they do?
let's not jinx it, please.
Well, Quill 35 serves Fairfield anyway.
And WXJ42 and WWA33, but
See, you have alternatives.
true.
Anyways.
Eagle's Neck.
He only has like, what, one alternative, KZC 31.
If that.
Yeah. I still remember when Quill 35 was off the air, and you got your zone guard and made a huge ass antenna out of aluminum foil.
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. That worked.
It did.
But I still remember that.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny, but sad at the same time because Quill 35 was taking a major shit.
Was 70.
Mm-hmm.
Wind was southwest at 6 miles an hour. At breezy point, temperature was 81 degrees.
Not as breezy as it is here.
South
It
at
was
9
breezy
miles an
earlier.
hour.
Now it just said,
Here is a special weather statement
that's probably-
for the following area in New York.
Yep.
Orange. A strong thunderstorm will affect southwestern Orange County. At 4:03 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located near Unionville or near Port Jervis, moving southeast at 15 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Middletown, Warwick, Chester, Florida, and Unionville. Torrential rainfall is also occurring with this storm.
some of these locations.
You got radar scope up on yours?
I will shortly. Let's just load that up real quick. And let's focus that over here. And I believe this is the storm that they're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's it right
Yeah.
there. Has to be.
Yep.
But anyways, hey Matthew,
Yes.
you want to know how to trigger Nicholas?
Oh boy.
Say it.
Don't wanna know.
Yes.
How?
Say an Upton warning with the timestamps.
Christ Almighty! Because you know how some stations, like I think you were able to get some Albany stations when you were in university, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Albany stations say the timestamps in the morning, like Eastern Daylight Time or Eastern Standard Time,
Oh, you
depending.
do not like those?
I do not like those at all.
At least you're not in an area where the transmitter covers 2 different time zones.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
What time is it now? Just curious.
It's 4:37.
Wow.
Until 5:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for for Fairfield County in southern Connecticut.
You're really gonna bring up those?
Yes.
You're really gonna bring up the times when Upton failed at the snow squall warning?
Yes, sir.
Christ Almighty.
Yes, I am.
Christ all freaking mighty.
Why are you calling Christ? He's at home, for your information, and he's also up there.
Well, Christ is everywhere. But anyways, aside from that.
All right, now on to AM/FM. If it'll work.
It works better when you're.
I don't know how to use this fucking thing anyway, but yeah. Okay.
He's been saying that Democrat Joe Biden, who says he is in
And
favor of
Taunton's
this
at it
rule,
again.
he would want
Wyndham
to,
County.
quote, end single-family
Crap.
zoning. Now,
Wyndham.
that's not true, but this rule definitely could lead some communities to reduce that kind of zoning.
Well, I
Trump
got an
then
idea.
turns
I'm bringing
that
up the
into an
Alexa
argument
app.
that Biden
Okay.
wants to, quote, abolish the suburbs.
And
Of
if
course,
I
also not
get my
true.
screen
Biden has no
recorder ready.
such plan, and the Biden campaign has been calling this a smear.
So if this is a political tactic to win suburban voters, tell us about how important that voting group is in this election in November.
Very. They're very important. They're in part because they're plentiful. They made up half the electorate in 2016, and also
Now for AM.
the
He's gone down. Is Wheeler gonna haunt us, guys? Really haunt us, you know what I mean? Like, you know what haunts me a little bit about Zach Wheeler? My answer to that, of course, is yes. Especially when he pitches against
Sports
the
talk.
Mets. You know, yeah,
Oh,
of
for sure.
course.
Big time sports talk.
What haunts me about Zach Wheeler is that we as fans invested so much time in watching him.
Need for help.
All right, personally, I think the reception on this is really, really good.
It's pretty strong, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It does a nice job.
Mm-hmm. So I would rate this pretty good.
I think I'm getting it through the Alexa app. Thank God I have these.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Let's go. Got it.
That's funny.
Boston Norton. They said it. You heard it. They said Boston Norton. Not Taunton like you keep thinking.
Well, it used to be that way.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
I know. I still say it just out of habit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
Sounds better anyway.
Yeah, it honestly does.
Taunton Norton.
Let's not blend the two names together. Thank you.
Anyways, yeah, the reception on it is very good. Why don't we get into the next feature on the WR11? And that feature would be the build quality on it. Compared to the WR10,
Pretty solid.
yeah, this should be pretty good on it. So why don't we discuss that?
All right, so I guess it's time for the build quality of this this radio. It's very nicely built. It's good solid plastic. The screen's in a good spot. A very big big time, so you can glance over when you're sleeping and look at the time. The speakers in it's good quality. The Midland logo is actually raised metal, as you can see that. So that's pretty attractive to the eye, I guess you could say. And yeah, it's just well built. It is very, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, it's well built. It's a solid radio. It's it fits nicely on your bedside. It's, pretty much all there is.
Just don't drop it,
No, I'll do that.
because I'm
Yeah.
judging by how it looks.
Yeah, it's also got a nice orange backlight. I don't know if you can see that, but
Oh yeah, you can see it throughout the whole video,
Yeah.
through all the features. But one thing I will say about the build quality is that in some cases, like if this radio's materials, if like the plastic were to get brittle on the outside, which I doubt,
Yeah, they're not like they're not like this old company called SEMA that made my WX268 back at home.
Yeah, they're just known for being sun bleached. But anyways, I'd say it is very nice, like Schreier just said.
Yep.
Nice backlight, very reliable reception.
I like the big clock. You
Oh, yeah.
That's a big plus for me because
Yeah, it's because it's like
I
a
just want to glance over, check the time real quick.
like when you're in bed and you just roll over, tired as all hell, and you squint your eyes, you can be able to see that easily. Like right there, you can just like.
Weather radio, cast radio, and television out.
That's the SVA.
Yeah.
I thought that was the ID, but yeah. Personally, yeah, I think it's really good in terms of build quality. It's really nice.
The buttons are laid out nicely too. You know, the weather snooze button, just like everything else. I mean, you're choosing for AM/FM weather band. You know, your alarm clock function. It's all laid out nicely. I don't see any real issues with how it's laid out. So.
Kind of like the WR10, even though we really didn't discuss the build quality for some reason, like in depth. This one is also very solidly built too. The only difference is this thing doesn't have a screen and this one does. That's pretty much the only difference. And this one takes like a more common battery than a 9-volt.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have a reset button. And it doesn't have a loud ass siren. Well, it's loud, but yeah. But yeah, this one's also solidly built.
I guess the con for this one would be the fact that the tuning's on the side here. So if you're trying to do it, you're not really looking at what you're doing. You're just feeling it. So.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the same with this too, but at least you can see the you know, the
yeah, at least you can see the square in the
here,
front.
So that works out nicely.
Like so, easy access.
Yeah, one could put it that way. One could put it that way.
There are so many innuendos that are sexual in there, it's not even funny. But anyways,
So yeah.
yeah, the build quality is very good. But now, I believe I discovered the first bad feature that this radio has. And that's the time setup.
So you're gonna have to reteach me how that works, because as
Yeah.
I said, I haven't used this in years. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like.
All right, I'll go right in between the middle of you two guys.
All right.
So,
Spin this around then.
yeah, just so you guys can be able to see it better. Because this thing, for new users, it's also pretty inconvenient too. Because I will explain why in the time setup. All right, so I'm gonna be teaching both of you guys how to do it. So,
I really
yeah,
should know this, but
it's all right. But here's why I say the time setup is bad. You know how on the Midland 74-200 you can only go up?
Oh Christ, yeah.
That's exactly what this is. If you hold down the time set button, you can only go up. You can't go down, you just go up and up and up and up and up until you get to the right time. So, what time is it now? 4:47. So if you miss it by one, I gotta go all the way around again. Yeah, you can't go back down because there's no down button. There's only an up button. So you have to go all the way back.
It's just about to turn 4:48 now, so.
Yeah, it works out nicely.
Oh, damn it.
Wow,
And
you
you
really
see?
screwed it up now.
See? If you press the button next to it, it messes up your time. And now look what's happening. It's already set to the hour.
There you go.
And there's the alarm setup. But yeah, there's no down button. They basically copied the 74-200.
Pretty much.
Which is absolutely terrible. Not that terrible, but yeah. It's pretty inconvenient if you accidentally go a minute over. And then that happens.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
You have to like go all the way around and get this. On the 74-200, it actually displays the year. So if you go like over a date, like over a year, like if you were to set it as, like if you were intentionally setting it to 2020, and if you accidentally went to 2021,
Oh boy.
you have to go all the way back from 99 over.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah.
Because the 74-200 came out in 99. And you can just imagine how long that takes to set up the time, just to scroll back around. I know you don't own a 74-200, I don't think.
I do, but it's fried and it's still plugged in and sitting there doing nothing in the other room.
Oh.
Oh, it's fried? Like, what happened to it? Like, did the tuner die on it or something?
I don't know what the hell happened to it. It is sitting there. The LCD is all screwed up and doesn't do anything.
Sounds
I
something
just
like
haven't touched it. It looks nice where it is, so I'm just leaving it.
sounds like something internal. But yeah, it's basically like the 74-200's time setup. It's pretty inconvenient if you don't know how to use it, especially for new users. But once you get the hang of it, I guess it's okay. But the only thing that I have as a complaint for the time setup is there's no freaking down button.
Well, it be like that sometimes.
Welcome to Midland. Gee.
At least the time setup on that, at least you don't have to set the date on it like you do with the 74-200.
Right.
Yeah, it could be worse. You know, it could be what he said.
Yeah. Because this thing does not have a date view, only a clock view. And then you have the Eton ESP 2100 handheld, which has both date and time.
But at least with that, you have a down arrow, so to speak.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that's it for the WR11. Oh wait, no it isn't, because there is one thing that we must get out of the way.
And what would that be?
Simple. The price.
So, this radio, unless you were one of the lucky ones that got it off of Amazon like Stryer over here did back in 2015 or so.
There it is, March 6th, 2015.
Now how much was it?
Let's see. It says I can buy it again, but I don't know about that. Hang on a second. No, I'm not buying it again. I got it for $26.95, which is a lot cheaper than I thought it was.
Now that's when it was like fairly new still.
I guess.
But here's the thing. As time went on and as these units became more and more scarce,
And more children got into the EAS community, but I'll digress from that.
yeah, basically, the price went up to high hell,
Yeah.
all the way up into the 300s. I'm not joking.
So actually, here's a fast fact. Those two radios were purchased at the same time, in the same order, same day.
What, this one and this one?
No.
Or this one? Oh, yeah. These
Got
two.
that one for $23.
Oh, so the WR10 and the 11 were both purchased at the same time.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So yeah, the prices on these radios can go frickin' to the moon if the seller really wanted to, which I personally don't see a reason for that.
Yeah, people like money.
Yeah.
Some people like it a little too much. So if I may be honest about something, the radio's good, but it's not like $200 or $300 good. I'd say it's like maybe $20 or $30 at best.
I'd say so too.
Maybe, and this might be a little bit of a stretch, maybe 40 if it's in mint condition, like absolute mint condition. Like if it was just kept in the box for however many years, maybe used once, but definitely like 20 or 30 bucks if you're planning on getting it like new or used. But I just don't understand why people like money so much to the point where they would charge like 3 figures for radios like this, or even for other rare radios like my black and silver, which now that I think about it, I should have brought it with me, but
You pulled the West Virginia and didn't bring it.
yeah, let's.
All right. Well, next time.
Yeah, I am like literally next door, so to speak. So
Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at radar scope just to see what we got. Because I'm starting to see some interesting looking clouds over there.
oh yep, may not.
Power and cumulus right above the tree line there. See that?
Yep.
If I may adjust
wow.
the exposure right here.
Oh wow. Guys, we actually have a Corpus Christi just upgraded the tropical storm watch. It's now a tropical storm warning.
See, this location was under that 2 weeks ago.
Yep, for Tropical Storm Faye. Yep.
I still have to.
But there it is, until further notice.
If I could focus, there we go.
There it is.
Tap to focus is your friend on this phone. So,
I've
so-
ordered a lot of weird shit over the years.
but yeah, so
Oh, now I found out what's headed for us. It's these suckers right here.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we got to watch those in Warren County. That might.
Yep.
And Sussex County. Those
And
two.
that's what we're seeing right up there.
yep.
That's the thunderhead of the storm.
Once we get this all set and done, if you guys have time, maybe we can go up. There's a spot in Cranford on the top of the parking garage you can see in all directions, so you can maybe see the towers from there if you'd like to do that.
All right,
sure.
Sure. So, as I was saying, so the WR11 it's good. Not $100. Not $100 good. Not $300 good. That's for damn sure. Same case with my working 301. It's good, but if I was paying, if it wasn't a birthday gift, which I was actually fortunate for it to be the case where I got it for my birthday, it wouldn't have been worth the $170 that I did pay for it.
Right.
Well, actually, let me rephrase. So, online shopping is your best friend, quite literally, sarcastically, because you got the listing price, you got the shipping if the seller decides to charge it, and I don't know if this is I'm sure this is probably the case here in New Jersey. I'm not sure, but I know in Connecticut, because Lamont and Malloy are butt munches, they you have to pay taxes for those online orders, even if it's from a private seller. You still have to pay taxes.
I'm sure there is, yeah. I think it's the same way here.
Same thing probably applies to the whole tri-state region anyway.
Just go to New Hampshire. There's no sales tax there.
There you go.
I would kill to be in a place without taxes.
When I was in school in Vermont, we used to do all of our shopping in New Hampshire for that reason.
Oh, nice. I'll have to keep that in mind if I ever decide to move up to New Hampshire. Assuming I do, because
Beautiful state.
Beautiful state, but yeah, weather-wise, I think I would want to move away from the tri-state and New England snow. And what is this from Binghamton? And we got another warning for Wayne.
Let's go, KCC 80, KCC 31. All right, let's go ahead. Susquehanna, Wayne, PA. Here we go.
Hold up, did they say? Yep. Issues. There we go.
You're fine. It's gonna go off in 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Nice to know. About 6-hour first time now.
The National Weather Service in Binghamton has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Susquehanna County in northeastern Pennsylvania, Lackawanna County in northeastern Pennsylvania, Wayne County in northeastern Pennsylvania, northeastern
There it is.
County in northeastern Pennsylvania until 6 p.m. At 4:57 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Thompson to near Gibson, top bottom to near Springfield, moving southeast at 25
Oh, I think
miles per hour.
I think they might put comments or something in the
Right.
Source, law enforcement.
Oh, it was SVRC.
Power lines have been blown down by this line of thunderstorms.
Oh.
Impact, hail damage.
It's an
to vehicles
SVRC.
is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs,
How do they have to
siding,
warn
and trees. Locations impacted include
I wonder if there are
Gilmore,
any stations
Carbondale, Old Forge,
on the AM/FM band
Blakely,
that are
Taylor, Dixon City, Myopic, and Electric. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Heavy rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 6 p.m. for the following county.
Not bad. It's okay. I mean, you have a 993 too, so.
Things are going to start taking off.
And what
here
is
soon.
this?
Oh yeah, look. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I know Schreier has. But look, Nicholas, I don't know if you have. Look at how dark those clouds are from here to there.
We got stuff firing in Morris, Hunterdon, and northwestern Somerset counties. There's lightning forming. Increased lightning activity means increased storms. So,
Yep.
give it about an hour, and we should get some stuff going on around here.
Yep.
And Taunton actually just issued a warning off camera. Well, on camera for Michael, but off camera for me. And let's mute my mic and turn off my camera because I do not want.
What's that? Oh, that's the. Why is the camera blurry?
It does that.
Oh. But yeah, we might want to get this going before the storms in New Jersey head for our part of Jersey. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the final thoughts on the Midland WR11. Okay, the final thoughts on the Midland WR11. After this, we only got this little guy to review next. So, in conclusion on it, if it wasn't as pricey as it was, and if it had slightly more features in terms of disabling the siren or turning it lower at least, this would be a very convenient radio to own. And also if it had same activity.
That's right.
Because, yeah, Nicholas.
This proves that radios with 1050 hertz with a screen don't deserve a screen.
Well, you got the 093 and the
The 260 and the 093 are related. The 093 is basically a black version of the 260.
but even then, like the FRX and the FRX3, for example, that's probably a better example.
Right, right. So, anyways, it's a very decent radio. I do say so myself because it's also very, very good in terms of build quality. There's not too many issues with these things. The tuner is very good, but I will say it's the features like the Siren Test that you can't adjust, along with the price that just drags it down.
I would agree.
Yeah. So overall, I'd give this radio kind of an in-between rating. So yeah.
Probably
I guess
not the best starter radio per se. Maybe it's something like you could add to your collection at a later point.
right.
If you could find one, that is.
Yeah, because these things are like good luck finding one of these, because these things are like gone from the earth.
I didn't realize they were gone.
Yeah,
I'm definitely bringing it out again. It's classic.
yeah, it is a classic. So, yeah, same thing with this one. This one's also very rare. You can barely find these anymore. But anyways, I guess that concludes it. So, thank you guys for watching. And as the storms continue to roll through Jersey and Cranford from the west to the east. So, yeah, as the storms continue to roll in, thank you guys for watching this episode of Radio Reviews. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, as well as SPC Cranford 1056, as well as Thunderbuddy 01's channel for further videos like this. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. So, this is Clay Ranger 143 signing out, along with...
Yeah, SPC Cranford 1056.
And...
Thunderbuddy 01.
We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, and be safe.